Good afternoon. Welcome to day 2 of the Black Friday Bootcamp. Today we are going to be diving in hot and heavy on setting up your campaigns, customizing. Spent a lot of time learning about customizing our websites, our landing pages, our email campaigns, automations. The goal by the end of today is that you have got your landing page, all of your email campaigns, everything set up and ready to go. So if you're joining me, throw a hi in the chat. Let me know that you're hanging out. Let me know that you're here. Love to hear from you guys. Love to see when everybody's on and what all is happening. And we'll get things rolling here. Okay. Sorry, switching screens around. Share my entire screen. And let's go. Okay, so first off, you should have here is your link. If you are not in the group or didn't see it in our community, here is the link for, hey, Suzette, happy Thursday. Glad you're hanging out with me today. Always love seeing you on. You're one of my favorite rock stars. All right, so sharing the form for your worksheet for today. All right, so the first place before we jump into actually building and getting into customizing and all of this fun stuff, the first thing that we are going to be the first thing that we're going to do is one, make sure that you are visiting the members.profitlifter.com. This is under the resource center. You can see I'm sharing all of our resources from the days, the videos, the docs, anything that we're doing, I'm uploading in here for you guys. So you've all got access to it. You can come back and review it anytime. And don't worry, once this is over, this is going to be live for all of our clients. It will be in the. We're actually going to turn it into a course for you, so that way you can have this for. Well, we're going to keep doing these because I'm actually having a blast doing this. So this is going to be something that's going to be an ongoing thing for Profit Lifter, because I want to show you guys how to use your systems and make the most out of it. All right. So the first thing that we are going to do today is we are going to focus on loading in our Snap-on, and this is going to have your landing page and everything included. So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to get over to my demo account. I'm going to hop over to my demo account, and we are going to just go through and set this up. And I'm going to show you how to do this. It's actually very easy. If you've loaded Snap-ons before, then this location ID should show up for you in there. All you have to do is click, yep, got it, and click get my new snapshot. If you haven't done this before, and sorry guys, I know it says affiliate manager. I just forgot to change that. This is actually the Black Friday one. Just look up here. It says snapons.profitlifter.com/black-friday. So in here, we do need you to put your name, email address, and then your location ID. So for your location ID, if you are in your Profit Lifter account, let's make my screen a little bigger so it's easier to see. We're going to come right down here to settings, and settings is going to take us into our business profile settings. Right under here, it says location ID. This is where we're going. All you got to do is come over here, click the copy button, and then we're going to come back here and paste in our location ID. And then, yep, I get it. It's going to change some stuff in my account, I know. And we're going to click get my new snapshot. And this should actually take care of, it's going to take a minute for it to load. We've got some timers in there and stuff. But while it's doing that, let me walk you through this Snap-on, because there's a lot of cool things. Actually, there's one thing that now that I say that, I realize I forgot one step here that I need to handle for you guys. So give me just a second. I'm gonna do this while I'm walking you through. So if you go under sites, and then we're gonna go to funnels right here. This is actually going to be pulling. This is your Black Friday funnel, and you can see we've got 4 steps included in here. 1 second. Finish this Black Friday campaign. Here we are. Confirm. Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. Realized I had skipped a step in my setup, but we're all good and we are up and going. All right. So inside of your Black Friday funnel, there are 4 different steps that are already built out for you. This is going to be your landing page, a page for consultations, a thank you after they've set up their appointment, and an order confirmation page after they've purchased your Black Friday special. So what this page looks like is, if we pop this open right here, you're going to be Black Friday sale 26 days. We've got this program to actually launch on there. And then got all your sections built out. We've already got the template lined up. And this is what we are doing today, guys. We are going to be hot and heavy. So make sure you get the Profit Lifter account pulled up. Make sure that you got everything in there, and it will so that you can get in here and start working on this. Also, under the automations, so we've got 4 different automations. That's right. Sorry, I forgot that I had done this. So the first one, this is our Black Friday marketing. Now, how this works is we've actually got this set up on a trigger that is a tag. So when you're ready and everything's done, all you're going to have to do is use this contact tag BF24 Black Friday 2024 outreach. So BF24 space outreach, and I'll show you that when we get there. But from there, we've set your event time to start on midnight on Black Friday. And then we set a timer to wait 2 weeks before. And what this timer is going to do is make sure that emails are being delivered in a timely fashion. So we're going to, this is basically a 2-week campaign that's going to be going on. And then from here, we just got a massive list of emails for you. So we've got an announcement email. This one's actually really cool. I'm excited about this one. We focused on, there's a couple of these that we really focused on the design element of it, rather than just making it content, because these are like just big visuals. We want everybody to see it. You can see Black Friday. These are your AI prompt commands for writing the emails. It's your primary offer. Bonus offers are here. And then, yeah. So just nice, clean, good looking, high graphic email for announcing Black Friday. From there, we are going to wait 3 days. So basically what's going to happen is, like, I've got the initial sequence cadence written out up here in a note. So what's going to happen is on the 15th, it's going to send an announcement. On the 18th, so 3 days later, this is going to happen on Fridays. Let's pull up the calendar here. So you can see that's going to happen actually next Friday, a week from tomorrow, is when that first one would start. It's going to wait 3 days. So on Monday, it's going to send the primary offer. Wednesday is bonus 1. Friday is bonus 2. Monday is going to be bonus 3. Wednesday is going to be a sales email that says, it just really outlines everything. And then Thursday is Happy Thanksgiving, because that's Thanksgiving. And then Friday at 6 a.m. it says is the Black Friday sale starts now. So all these email templates are already set up for you. They're already they're ready for content, ready to get things going. From here, and then after Black Friday, it's waiting a day. So we have an email reminder for Saturday. We've got an email reminder for Monday. So giving it 2 days. Wait 2 days, email reminder on Wednesday. Wait 2 days, email reminder on Friday. And then we're going to remove from the workflow. Now, each of these emails is going to progressively get is going to use different tactics. where like as you get going, obviously the first one's just a big announcement like, hey, Black Friday sale, here's what you get, but wait, there's more, act now, and blah blah blah, all that fun stuff. And then from there, what we're doing is we've broken this out where your emails are going to focus, is going to start with your primary offer. We're going to go out and say, this is what we offer, this is what you get, this is what it looks like. And then as you're going, and then after that, we're going to be reaching out. Well, you can see here, we're going to be reaching out with bonus 1, just really elaborating on it, showing the value of it, what all is included, bonus 2, bonus 3. Then the last one before Thanksgiving really just kind of ties it all in together, just trying to overcome objections, working with them through, working with them to get them engaged with it and moving forward. Now, one other thing that I want to show you while we're here is I did something a little bit different than I would normally do with a Black Friday funnel. I know a lot of companies will like start their Black Friday sales early. I'm going to show you how to do that as we get in here and customize this. But one thing that we did that I did a little bit different to create a sense of urgency is, like you can see now, if you come in here, you go claim my offer. Oh, that didn't actually show up right. Oh, question. Do you think the best bonus be first, or got a question from Suzette. Do you think the best bonus be first or last? Best bonus first. Because like your primary offer should be your biggest discount. And then from there, you want to do your most valuable first for bonus 1, second most valuable for bonus 2, bonus 3, the third valuable. It's a great question. Didn't even think about that. I need to update this really quick. Sorry about that, guys. I thought that this was actually set up properly, but it's not. So I'm going to show you how you can, if you've already done this, I'm going to show you how you can tweak this while we get in there. Actually, we're just going to do it inside of the builder while we're here. But what I wanted to show you, like, is if they click buy now, and we'll program this so that it happens with all of the buttons basically. But be the first in line for Black Friday. So what this is going to do is going to give them the chance to go through, look at everything, figure out, is this something that I want? What do I want to do? And then when they go to order, it's basically saying, look, Black Friday is not here yet. The sale hasn't started, but be the first in line to get all these discounts, all these great things. Now, while you're doing that, there's no rules whatsoever. There's nothing out there that states that you can't go to them and have them or start selling them now. You can give them the discounts. You can give them all the bonuses. You can work through all that. There's no issue with that at all. But what this is going to do, well, let me show you the automation from this, because when you see it, when you see what we're doing with it, it's going to make a lot of sense. So from there, once they do, once they fill out that form, we're just going to do like one little, so basically we're going to create an opportunity. We created a pipeline in here for you called the Black Friday wait list. So you're going to have a list of all the people who are interested in the Black Friday promo that is scheduled the wait list. These are people that I would like immediately right out of the gate start marketing to and start calling, setting up appointments with, and really start getting into your sales pitch with it. We'll have an email template for a waitlist confirm, letting them know that they're there, and then send you an email notification. So this way, as people are coming through, as they're joining the waitlist, seeing what they can do, this is going to put them into your pipeline and get them to a point where they'll be able to work on it, or that you can start calling them and work on selling. So if we put in a test in here, it's to 5. There we go. And nope. Then they've got to confirm, submit your question, and now from here, it's actually going to redirect them to your consultation page. So what we're trying to do is get them interested in being in the wait list, and then from there, we're going to put them right inside of here. Let them schedule an appointment with you and make everything work. So just nice, easy, clean way, very fast, short, sweet, to the point. Get in, get done, get everything set up, get them capture their information, and keep moving. Yes, I will be showing you how to set the delay timer and all of that. We're actually that's actually what we're gonna do now. So what we're gonna focus on now is just like Suzette had asked here. We're going to start on building your landing page is where we're going to start. And we're going to spend some time making sure that you understand the customizations, understand how everything works, and get going and have everything live for that. But then we're also going to get into all the automation. So this is going to be a very, very deep dive just on the Snap-on and how everything works, where everything's at. So yes, we'll get into the delay timers. We're going to get into everything in here. So we're going to have some fun. So let's see if we got everything loaded. Oh, look at there. There's my Black Friday campaign. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to hop into our funnel here, and we are going to start customizing, start making sure that you guys have everything. So what you're going to look for is let's make that a little bigger. We are going to go to sites over here on the left. Make sure, and it should land on funnels, but you're going to be under your funnels. Then you're going to look for the puzzle Snap-on Black Friday campaign. Once you're here, you'll click on the Black Friday funnel, and this is going to pull up your editor. Now, I'm going to show you guys a lot of tips and tricks of how to use the editor, how to get in here, build your landing pages, build your website while we're going through this. I'm really good at this, so if I move too fast, let me know. That has been my #1 complaint from everybody, is that I talk too fast and move too fast. So I'm going to try to be intentionally a little bit more, a little slower, a little more methodical. All right, so while you're on this page, the blue edit button down here, we're going to click and edit in a new tab. The reason I do this is because I want 2 tabs open, because I may need to switch back, like work on forms or have to tie something back in there. So that's just something that I always do. I'm going to move this one real quick since we're not using that at the moment. Okay. We can close that. We can close that. Oh, the other thing is make sure to make your copy of the Black Friday workbook. Again, if you need to, come in here, file, make a copy, and go from there. All right, so let's hop in here. Okay, so you can see in here, and actually, let's take a step back. This is my demo account. If you start loading everything, you see that there's no logos, you don't have your brand colors, anything like that. If you feel that something's not set up right, remember you've got the account customizer down here that will import your brand colors, that you can program in your brand colors. I know ours is 82CO, and it does need the number symbol sign in front of it. And then we use green. I don't know the exact code, but that's okay. We're just going to grab one. Brand logo. Let's see. Let's use this new blue one. I like that. And let's use that blue one again. It works for me. Yeah, and that's literally all I need. That's all I needed to do to make this work. So we're going to hit save. We're going to come back here, and we're going to refresh this. So that way we can see with our logos and everything. Now, the logo up at the top here is, this is programmed with one of your custom values. So there you go. You can see. So now, like you can see, if you look under image right here, you see this inside of the brackets. These are called your custom values. Everything that we automate on the building for everything is built in these custom values. This account customizer is actually directly tied to those custom values. But if you ever need to just find where they're at, if you go to settings in the back here and custom values, this is going to be where you can pull in all of the information that's used to set up your account. And these are all broken down into folders. So like you can look at brand setup. This is going to be like your call to action colors, your primary brand color, your logos, featured image, things like that. But there are also folders for like content, AI content, things like that are being built out for you guys. But that's just in case you need it. So now you can see our logos up here. Now, when you're dealing with a beginning, sorry, got a question here. Will you please, in addition to the file that you gave us at the beginning, will you also give us a link to the copied section you filled out both yesterday and today? The copied section. Are you talking, Suzette? Are you talking about this one? The Black Friday surprise bonuses. Yeah, share that now actually. If that's not the right one, let me know, and we can come back and get that done. Okay, so on a landing page, I don't like big menus on a landing page. The reason is I don't want them leaving my landing page. The whole point of a landing page is get them there, get them trapped, and make them stay on that page until they're ready to do something. So with this, the first thing that we're gonna, you can see that I've just got the logo up there just for branding purposes. I just want them to know who we are. So like if we're running ads and they end up on the landing page from an ad, they see the same logo. What we completed at the end of yesterday. Oh, what we had completed. Oh, are you talking about? Yeah, I'll get you the. That was this one that we had worked on yesterday. And so a lot of the stuff that I put in here was actually just my mock-up. So you should actually have all of this stuff in there, currently in there still. But I'll connect with you afterwards and see if you have any other questions on that, and I'll make sure you got everything that we're covering here. All right, so that's your header. Next thing is you've got your hero section. Your hero section, this is the big bold part, and I do need to shrink this up a little bit so it looks a little better. This is going to be the big section. Cool. I hear you loud and clear, Suzette. So this is going to be the big section that people see when they land here. This one, I didn't put any extra content in here. I just left it as Black Friday. Big sale. Now, one thing that you're going to see with this template that's a little bit, or with this snap-on and this landing page is a little bit different than what we normally do. I did not incorporate brand colors a ton in here. I really focus on leaving it black and red because I know these colors do really well with conversion for Black Friday, gives across the feel that we're looking for. But we'll get into customizing that. Let's just get into customizing it now. So, the first thing that I always look at if I'm customizing anything is like I'll look at the background image. So with background images, those are actually found under your sections. So if we go to your section, you're going to see BG media. That's just background media, pretty straightforward. Nothing too fancy there. With that, you can come in here and you can grab images. So if we look at relocated items, there's all of our Black Friday stuff. So like if you want a different image, you can upload a different image. And one thing that I want to show you while we're looking at these images is when you're on your home screen, you hit My Media, you'll see there's an all My Media, backgrounds, Unsplash, and Pixabay. So I think Pixabay actually has some good ones. So if you go to Pixabay here and let's say Black Friday, these different images that you can use. And all of the images that are in here from Pixabay or these are free. These are royalty free, meaning that you don't have to pay for them. There's no extra charges. And these are already built in. So like let's say you have an office job and we'll just say office meeting. And you can see it's going to pull up a bunch of different images, got people on there. And you'll start to figure out like Pixabay is a little bit better when you actually have like people involved. You can see the images are a little cleaner. They're a little more professional on it, opposed to if you're looking for something more abstract, Unsplash is actually great for that. So if you put like mountains in. Unsplash is actually going to give you better images on stuff like that, where Pixabay is going to have some, but it's just not. They're just two different sites and two different ways of looking at it. So if you want to change your background image, that's where you would do that. The one that we have in here, that's one we designed, put it in there. Next thing is looking at your margins and padding. You can ask my team, and I'm sure they will all attest to this. I am so picky about margin and padding settings. I don't like things being unsymmetrical. It just makes my brain twitch from a design standpoint. So if you're looking at this and you're like, I want to make this a little bit bigger, I want to give it more space, you can come in here, edit it by pixels. You can also edit it by like if we come here and you want to do it according to percentages, you could do that. You can see that gets like really big, really fast. You can also do what's called REM, EM, VW, VH. These are all really just designing kind of design elements and different ways that different measurement forms for design. So it's not something that you need to feel like you have to know them all. The way that our team uses it, we usually use pixels for like fine tuning, and then percentages for like big tuning. Because percentages, like it moves further. Under here, you're going to have your background color, and this background color. So what this does is, like, let's say you don't have media in here. This background color is going to be what actually puts it in there. What color is going to show up. Now, if you have the background media, it's gonna show the image first, and then under here, it's going to give you a couple different options. So your image options are parallax. So those of you guys who don't know, and like I said, guys, we're just going deep. I'm kind of just giving you everything about design and all that. But if you don't, parallax is like this effect here, where you see the screen moving, but the background image stays in place. That's called parallax. You can also do full center, which basically puts the whole image in the center, but you notice how the image stays static with the section, meaning that it's gonna move it according to however you move it. So it's not parallax. You can do fill at 100% width, which means that it will just make sure that the image is fitting the entire image across the width of the section. 100% width and height. You can see this one actually scrunches it and makes it. It basically condenses it and forces it to stay inside. Forces it to stay inside of those different the section there. You've got no repeat, where like it actually puts the image size in as it directly shows. So you can see this one's got a lot of black space on the side because there's nothing there. You can make it repeat, which does exactly that, and repeat horizontally, which means it repeats up and down. But for this one, we're going to do full center parallax. It's all right there. Now let's talk about editing your content. Editing the content is very simple. All you have to do is click on the section, come in, type whatever you want, and it's going to show up. With some of these sections, there is a little bit that we've done on the design side to keep it uniform. But let's go through this part first. So background color is the same thing. Like if you want to have, like, let's say you want to make that pop up. Mobile optimized. That's a great question. Let me show you. For if you want to see what the site looks like on mobile, when you're in your builder, you've got, let's enhance this. You've got desktop mode up here, and then you've also got mobile mode. So mobile mode looks, wow, I did not do that. I apologize. I'm going to fix that actually right now while we're doing this. So mobile mode, it will let you see what it looks like in mobile view. So you can see, like, because of how big the stuff is on here, we had to adjust the margins. So like this one, I'm going to move it to 0, and you can see that it like just doing that starts to move everything and make it a little more aligned. And then from here, like let's say you don't like the font size, what it looks like on mobile. This is where you can come in and by doing this, it actually just increases it on the mobile site. So let's shrink this up a little bit. Make this one a little bit bigger. Not that big. There we go. So that's how you optimize it for mobile. And I will get this mobile optimized and push that for you. No, we're not ready to publish. I don't know what we're doing with that. 1 second here, guys. I need to turn this off, or it's going to be bothering me the entire time. Okay. All right. So let's head back to our content. So we're on our headline here. This is Black Friday. Opacity. This is actually going, like, if you've got different colors in the background, different things, this is going to lighten up that so that the background, or so that it kind of fades into the background. Kind of a cool effect if you've got like a really colorful background and you just want the wording and the verbiage to be subtle. Letter spacing. This is going to be how far apart your letters are, and it only goes up to 3 pixels. Or you could do like a -1 if you want it a little bit tighter. We're going to leave that at normal. Text align is how it fits inside of your box here. So you can either center it left, right, or justify. Justify basically just tries to fill up the entire space starting on the left. Font size is just that, the size of the font, how it shows up. Your font weight is how thick this shows up. So based on your fonts, some fonts you'll find only have like a couple settings where like that one being extra bold, and then bold is the same, opposed to if like if we look at a custom font here, like I think Open Sans is a good one. If you do light, makes it really thin. If you do heavy, makes it really thick. So use those how you feel like you need to, and for design elements, you're more than welcome to do that. And then from here, this next section is going to be the typography type. Now, this is going to bring us this is going to bring us to an important point here while we're excuse me, while we're going through this. For your typography is basically your fonts. Up here at the top, you've got different toolbars for the page builder. And so if you go with the little box with the T, this is typography. And so if you know what your brand fonts are, you know what you're using, you can come up to your headline font and change that to be what you want. Your content font, same thing. And when you do that, it's actually going to change everything. So like if we go to Roboto, you can see it just changed all of our headlines. If we change our content font to Arial, you can see, I forgot which ones we were using now. Oh, it was the DM Sans. So you can see it kind of moves things around, makes it, just gives it lets you create the feel and make it match your brand with fonts and all of that. Let's see, anything else we need to cover on this? Outside of that, you do have your color options over here. This is going to be, so you can see this is where you can have different colors based on font decorations. So right now we've got the color set to white, which means everything on Black Friday is going to be white. Now, if I come in here into the things, highlight it, and then bold it, you can see it changes it to red. And the reason it changes it to red is because we told it right over here under the bold text color that that's what we want it to be, is if it's bold, that we want to make it that color. And this is going to work for italics. So you can see that just disappeared because it's currently set to black. But you kind of get it. It's a really creative way to be able to make like bold text, underline text, italics really pop off the page for you. Outside of that, you're going to have your margins and paddings. Your margin and padding is going to be like the space it has from the tops, from the side. from the sides. So the one thing to understand when you're looking at your margins and padding, margin is going to be everything that happens on top of your top line there. Padding is going to be everything that happens inside of the box there. So margin is going to affect the distance between the line, the top of the line. Padding is going to impact the difference, the distance from the inside of the line. So hope that makes sense and helps explain that. Then everything else that we have up here, and guys, this isn't going to be the whole training. This is just kind of like getting into the foundation, because once we've been through this once, it's all basically the same thing. A lot of them are the same, so we won't need to do that. But you can see in here, you also have animations. So like if you want to have that slide in and have this really kind of cool text effect, you can do that. You can do the infinite loop ones, which just makes it rock the whole time, which is pretty cool too. You've got fade ins, fade up, fade down, fade left, fade right, slide in. A lot of these kind of look the same. It's more about like how they enter in, bouncing in, bouncing up, bouncing down. You get it. You get how it all works. So that's going to let you. That's going to let you add some CSS effects to your page without having to go in there and code them. The last section under advanced, this is going to be if you have a box around this. So there you can see if I go to text shadow, this is actually going to create a shadow that goes around the text. I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but it kind of shows up on mine. Box shadow is actually going to be around the outside of the box. So you can see, like if we select a different one, you can see that box shadow up around the bottom and the right-hand side there. And okay. And then border options, if you want to have a border around a section, you could do this. So like if we want to do like a dashed line in green, that's where you're going to program that in. Nice and easy, right? Not anything super fancy. But you can do dash, dotted line, solid line, all of that. And then from there, you can adjust the width of your border. Border radius actually has to do with the corners. So like if we go to 150, you can see how it automatically adjusted the corners to be rounded. So if you want something that's a little round, you can come in here, set it, like I usually do 5 to 10 pixels if I'm doing something like that. But we're going to take that off. And again, this is something that's already been designed for you. So this is just putting kind of finishing touches on it. The only other thing I want to show you in here, 2 things. One, line height is basically how, let me show you. So if we go 1.3, this means like if I come down and I'm typing and it goes to a new line, that's how much space it takes. So if we do something drastic like 3, you can see it puts a bunch of space in between the lines. So that's where your line height, that's what your line height does. And the last one, last couple here, you've got your text transform. This one, if you ever get in and you start typing and you start putting in content and you realize that it's not doing what you want it to do, that it could be that your text transform is set to uppercase. So with that, you can put it to normal and then it will change it to what it should be. You can do lowercase, you can make it capitalized. This is the reason it's doing that is because I typed it in all caps is all that comes down to. And then the last one, visibility, like if you don't want to show it on desktop, only on mobile, you can do it there. Or if you don't want it to show up on mobile, all you have to do is click it there and that will fix it. You've got your sale. That's the same thing. That's headline font. Now, let's talk about countdown timer. Countdown timer is just that. It's a countdown timer. You can change your colors there. You can have it float to the center, left, right, all that fun stuff. So that's your alignment. This is telling it what font you want it to use, if you want to use headline font or if you want to use something custom. The timer type is going to be countdown. And then the end date, this is what it's counting down to. So we set this to the 4th. So we're going to set this to Saturday, actually. Yeah, Saturday at 12 a.m. So basically midnight. On that Friday is when it's going to end. We want it in English. Make sure you set your time zone as well. So I'm in Central Standard Time, so I made sure to put ours in there. This can be your font size, how big it is, font weight. We've been through all that. You've seen that. One of the really cool things that I like, though, is with this, you've also got an expire action. So what this means is that you can actually make it that when this expires, you can send it to a URL, and you could redirect people to a specific URL. And I think this is really handy if like you want to just make sure everything's just off and done once it's there. The other thing you could do is like show and hide elements, where you can come in and go, okay, we're going to hide this whole column or this whole hero section if the timer's expired. So just gives you some ways, some creative ways of looking at it. Then you got your margins, paddings down there. Same thing we've always been through. All right. Next. Okay, so now we're at the point where we're starting to get into adding our AI content. Will it show people in their own time zone? Yes, it will. And that's the reason you have to put your time zone in there, is because it will translate it for people in different time zones at that point. So yes, it will translate and adjust the time based on their time zone there. Okay, so outside of that, we'll hop into some of these other sections as we get into it. But now we're at the point, you can see we've got all of our images here, and so now we're going to rapidly move through this, and we're going to start creating content for this. And I'm going to show you how we're going to leverage AI to really tie this in together and make it nice and fast. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our AI that we had programmed yesterday. And you can see I've got all of our products and services here. That looks great. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is, and we're going to put this for, we're going to call this funnel design prompts. Call this AI programming. All right, funnel design prompts. So the first thing that we want to do is we do want to tell it what we're doing. So we're going to say we are creating a Black Friday landing page using the products and bonuses previously mapped out. Then we're going to tell it, here are the details of the Black Friday sale. Now, just so ChatGPT doesn't go crazy and just start writing a bunch of stuff for us, we are gonna tell it, we are gonna give it instructions on our next step. So from here, we're gonna say, after I have submitted this, wait for next task. All right. So now we're gonna come in here. We're going to tell it. We're gonna paste our prompt command in here. Now, the other thing that we're going to do is the same thing we did, or we have done this yesterday, but we are going to add this. We are going to come in and add this for ourselves, or we're going to add this again. And we're just going to come and copy all of the planning that we did yesterday. So this way we don't have to go through and recreate it. The one thing that we are going to do, I am going to go ahead and leave this this unique value proposition down here, but we're going to just start on objective. and then just come all the way down to the bottom of our scarcity offer. We're going to copy this, and we're going to paste it. Remember, we told it to wait, so it shouldn't be so ChatGPT shouldn't be creating additional stuff for us yet. Come on, there we go. All right, whenever you're ready, let me know the next task, and I'd like you'd like assistance with. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do from here, and I like doing this just to check the work of the work of the AI to make sure that it's doing what I want it to do. So next is going to be give me a brief summary of our Black Friday sale to review. So we're just going to add that right there. All right. So objective, develop an irresistible black attracts business owners. Cool. Primary offer, $1,000 off, 33% discount on the Funding Accelerator program. Bonuses, ChatGPT Cash Machine. There we go. Free branding and marketing, of course, sign help. Yep. Discounts on business setup. Yep. Unique value propositions. Yep. Campaign UVPs. Yep. Timeline. Okay. Looks great. Now from here, and for those of you guys who don't have it, get 2 screens. Like it's gonna I don't know how people run businesses off laptops. Like you got to have multiple screens when you're doing bigger stuff like this. All right, so from here, in your prompt commands or in the content that's here, we're just going to start copying and pasting the instructions right over. So just copy the first one. And we're going to copy. Now, one thing with ChatGPT is I see it do this a lot where it puts things in parentheses. I can't stand that. So we're just going to tell it, moving forward, do not put the generated content in parentheses. There we go. This makes it a little easier to copy everything. So from here, we're going to copy. All right. Next. Okay, so this is one that I found was broken. Sorry, guys. But we're gonna. So next is going to be the button. This language is already programmed in here. Claim your Black Friday offer now. But while we're here, I want to show you how the buttons work inside of the builder because this is something you're going to use on every page. So background color is going to impact, this is actually going to impact the color of the button. Letter spacing, we went through that. Font size, been through that. Font weight, we've covered that. Sub font size. Sub font size actually is, this is the sub font. So that's where that's at right there. And typography type, and then fonts, all that fun stuff. Let's put that for headline, and there we go. Next, it does give you the ability to have it's called an icon picker, where you can come in and you can actually put an icon inside or right next to your text, which I think sometimes makes a lot of sense. So if you want that, and there are 2 options. First one is going to put the icon before. Second one is going to put the icon afterwards. So you can get creative with that. One other thing that I have found that works really well, and I did it first time I did it. I was like, let's just see what happens. But if you put an emoji in here, like, oh hey rock stars, it will actually show this. And I think like having the emojis like that really ties in a sense of familiarity familial. I can't even say it. Words are still eluding me from talking so much yesterday. But using your emojis inside right next to your text will have it show up on the button, which I think it just kind of gives it a cool feel, cool effect. So if there's something you're doing that you want to kind of accentuate, you can put that there. Your padding on your buttons actually impacts, again, it's the same thing, but you can see if you go through and just add the padding on the left, it just extends how big the button is. So if you want bigger buttons, this is where you would do that. Your inside padding is where that's going to happen. That's where you can make your big buttons. And then the last thing is down here under button actions. This is what I had messed up. This is what we're going to fix here. So when you click button actions, you can see there's a lot of different, there's several different options. You've got like an open pop-up. Which if we do that, that's what I was trying to do. It will make it so that the pop-up opens up. You can also have it go directly to a website URL. So if you've got like a third-party website you want it to go to, you can do that. This is actually I believe your other buttons are programmed. You can see these actually scroll to an element where this would be, oh, okay, sorry. This one is actually to show and hide elements, meaning that like if they click that, you can make it where it hides something. The times that I've used this function, the hide and show element, have been like if I create a chart, like a comparison chart, works really well to have a button there that shows and hides that. Next is going to be scroll to element. This is the one that your other buttons are programmed to. What this does is when they click that, it will actually scroll to whatever thing that you chose. So like I chose pricing here because I know that's the name of the section that I want it to go to. So that way, when they click that button to get started, it takes them right down here to takes them down to our pricing section. See, I say that now I lost it here. Let's see if I can find it. There you are. All right, pricing. All right, let's look at some more of our button actions. Then we'll get moving on. We'll get moving on to building the rest of our content here. So you can have it scroll to element. The other thing you can do is you can set it to step. And what step's going to do in the funnel is it will let you choose a different page. Meaning that if you go, okay, if they do this, I want to send them to schedule a consultation. That's what that's going to do. Next step just means it's just going to directly kick them over to the next step without thinking about it. One click upsell and downsell. Now, what you're going to find is that there are some of the product, or there are some functions in the buttons that only work in funnels and some functions that only work in websites. The reason is that a website is more static. It's designed for SEO. It's designed for being kind of the cover photos of your magazine, where the funnels are where the action happens. This is where people are making purchases. But you can see there's a one-click upsell or downsell. Once you have your product set in here, all you would need to do is come in and put that in, and it would automatically build the person for that. Obviously, they would have had to have made previous purchases in order to do that. But this is a really cool way to upsell people after they purchase something from you. So like if you want to build an ascension funnel, you may sell them something for $1, then sell them something for $9.99, and then sell them something for $100. And they just basically go through one click upsell, one click upsell, one click upsell, and make it work from there. And then sale action is going to be like after they do that, you can select to send them to a different step or next step, or open up a third part outside website. You can also program your buttons to call. You put your phone number in there, and it would automatically pop up something. This is a really cool feature on mobile phones, meaning that like if they're visiting your site, if they're visiting your page from a mobile phone, they click that, it's automatically just going to start calling. And so, really good way to get your phone ringing. SMS means that it's going to automatically pull up everything for them to send a text message to your number. Email is going to pull up their like Gmail or Outlook account on their phone or on their computer, send out an email. And membership is going to give them access to the membership site. So for this one, we're going to scroll to element, and that's set to pricing. All of that. Now we're not going to have to go back through buttons. All right, next we got our button. This one's schedule. Here's what had happened. These two had actually gotten switched around. This one is actually supposed to go to this one. We're going to have it go to step and consultation. Perfect. And we are done with our hero section. That easy. Now, the rest of these are going to fly by. Suzette has a question. Suzette, what's up? Where is the button for global versus normal on the buttons so that I don't hit that? There actually are no global buttons, which I know that's something that I think that high level may be working on. But like these buttons, these are just basically already designed. Wow, this is brand new. Like I hadn't even seen that until today. But like the global sections, these actually are full sections. So when you're looking at, and I don't know if I'm talking about the right thing for the global. But unfortunately, there's no way to set like global buttons or anything like that. That's just not one of the features that's available in this builder. Okay, next we are going to hop down. We are going to hop down to our next section, and we are going to. So what I've done here, it has happened to me already. Gotcha. So what I want to do, or what we've done here, is we actually created your AI prompt commands, and you can see I've got these highlighted in this light blue box here. So we're literally going to come in here, we're going to cut, and we're going to paste. Now you can see. Okay. Something did not click right. Okay. So if this happens, you can see it just says feature 1 title, feature 2 title, what's included. We don't want that. Create content for the bullet points using the unique value propositions provided. Sometimes you have to tell the AI to actually write the content. Unlimited coaching support, flexible payment options, high quality service, personalized onboarding goals. There you go. So from here, it didn't give us a headline. Need a headline for this section. And I'm going to tell it, remember, this is for a Black Friday sale landing page. Cool. All right. So from here, we're going to paste our headline. And this, we are going to delete our AI stuff. We don't need that any longer. We've got our stuff here. All right. Then to come up here, introductory paragraph, we're going to grab this. Now, when you are pasting, copying and pasting, especially from ChatGPT or Microsoft, basically anywhere, there's two different ways that you can do this. You can hit Control V or just paste, and you can see it puts everything in there. You can also do Control Shift V, which you can see there's a little bit difference. If you right click, it's Control V is just paste. And then Control Shift V is paste as plain text, meaning that like if you were in here and it had bold and things were bold, if you paste it normally, it is going to paste it like that. But where this can get tricky is that sometimes the formatting doesn't cross over right. So do have to just kind of play with the different options. All right, next, what's included? You can see we've got our 5 bullet points here. And so we're just going to copy these one at a time. We're going to copy. And we're just going to paste. Add that there. And you can leave it like this if you want. I kind of prefer it being this way. So I'm going to do it that way because I just like it. Now, when you get the other thing, let's do this. And this is going to refine some of our prompt commands. One thing in ChatGPT is if there's a section like this one, I want to shrink up the content on this. So if you highlight it and you see this quote mark, you can hit reply and it tells it that, hey, we're talking about this. Create these with just one sentence. Much better. All right. All right, cool. And unlimited coaching. Okay, you see how all this is capitalized? This is what I was talking about. Like if you ever see that, if you come back here and we're gonna put that to normal. There we go. Change that to normal. We're going to change all these. And for those of you guys who are working on this, like as soon as I'm done here, I'm actually going to be hopping back into the Snap-on and updating these. So if you already have this downloaded and you're working on it, I will be, or if you haven't started working on it yet, I will be coming back in here and tweaking these to make sure that like all these little changes that we learn while we're building it, we're able to get that straightened out. All right, we're going to unbold that. We don't need that. Bullet point 3, flexible payment options. Cool. Copy, paste. Now, one of the things I will tell you is that like all the content that we're building here is awesome. But remember, we do on tomorrow. We do have our friends from Soul Marketing who are going to be coming in and really working with you guys and explaining branding, content strategy. So my goal is to get you guys to the point where you've got the content, you've got AI that will help with this. But then having professional content or really tweaking it from there is always a great idea. I always highly recommend it because if not, it kind of gets generic. So, but you can see the AI has already created all of our content there. Looks good. I'm happy with that. I'm actually, because of that, I'm going to take that section out there. All right, next, let's look at the image slider here. So this image slider has several different images that will slide through it. This, I'm going to recommend that like you come in and change this. But I want to show you some other options here because if this was me, I would actually be recording like a Loom video or something like that. And I would come in here and create a video and set it right in there. So that way you can have you can put you can have a video playing on there. Now, with the video elements, let's look through that. You've got your margin padding, cool. Background color, cool. Makes sense. Video type. This is going to let you upload either you can copy and paste a YouTube video in here, Vimeo, Wistia, a custom embed, which basically what it does is it will let you embed everything right inside. right inside of here. So for example, like we do all of our, I do all of my live streams on Restream is the software that I use for it. Restream has the ability to let your to embed a live video in there. So like I could just come in and copy and paste this, and it would actually embed it right inside of the video player there. You also have HTML5. That's where you have to have your MP4 URL or WebM URL, thumbnail URL. But my favorite is actually the hosted video. The reason I love this hosted video is because this actually gives you full control over everything that's built in. So with this, you can set it to autoplay. You can allow play pause, allow playback speed control, show pinning time, let them toggle to full screen. And you can even enable it to be picture-in-picture on scroll, show the progress bar. And then this is really cool. You can generate leads from videos, meaning that like you can look at this and you see it's got hour, minute, and second here. You could go 1 minute, 0 seconds. I want it to show this form. So let's see if I've got a video. I might have a video that we can throw in here really quick. Yeah, there we go. That's close enough. So what this looks like on the hosted videos, this is why I always recommend this, because it's going to host it inside of the account. It's going to give you full control, and you're going to be able to generate leads from it. And all you have to do is upload it there and click it, and it will do that. And then from there, you can come in and select your thumbnail. Your thumbnail is going to be what covers the image. So I'm just going to put that one there for now. Now, we're going to click save. And if you ever want to see what your website actually looks like live, it's going to be a little bit different than what it shows in the builder. With the builder, it does have like different size and padding. But if you click this eyeball right up here next to save, it will open up the landing page in a staging URL here. And you can see like all the content we wrote. But you see down here in this video, this is going to have, it's got all the controls, but you see that little icon right there. What this is going to do is that when it gets to a minute, it hits that spot. It says to keep watching, fill out the form below. So they'd have to put their name, and I just threw in some form. I know this isn't the right form, but I wanted you to see what this looks like. Like this is so incredibly helpful. Like, especially if you're doing like a bigger video or something that like if you're doing a webinar replay, this would be a great way to be able to put that in there and use that. But for today, we're just kind of playing around and showing you all the different things. So, but put whatever you want here. If you don't want the slider, if you don't want any of that, you could also just come in and grab an image itself and make that work. So like with this image, you do have under your relocated items, you're going to see that there are some Black Friday images and stuff in here already that are already built. So that's like the one that we use for this, is the one that we use in the email campaign. So you could just grab that and throw it in there. Next, so yeah, the images, this is very straightforward. Padding, background color, opacity. If you want that, that's where your image is. Alt text for SEO. I always recommend that you add different you add stuff for your SEO in here because if the image doesn't load, this will show up right there, and Google loves that. They love to see the alt text in there for the images. So make sure you're adding that. Then if you want to adjust the height or the width and make it work, so like set it to 100, just to show you what it looks like small. But that's where you do that. And then for the image, you can also treat it like a button. And this really only happens inside of the funnels. It doesn't do that as much. It doesn't. I don't think it does that in the. It hasn't done that before in the email builder, so it's very likely that could be something new that came out. But so you can see that. So like I said, guys, you can see we're moving through this stuff really, really fast here. It may not seem like it's fast, but I'm going to once we get in here and yeah, watch this. So let's hop back over to our AI. We are ready to get into the bonus section. So we're just going to paste our prompt command in here. Why did this not give us this? Okay. Okay, so you can see the AI is being really lazy on me today. Trigger or a pipeline off of it alone. Yes, if you're using that pop-up, you can actually you can create an automation based off of that form fill with it. So that way, when they fill out the form, that would be your trigger. The AI is being real lazy on me here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back and tell it. Go back and at the notes for this event and change the bonuses to match. There it goes. Look at there. Look at there. Okay. I love AI. I love ChatGPT, but sometimes you do have to tell it what you want it to do. And we're going to delete that now. Bonus one. Now let's talk about your bonuses here. So like as you're coming in and creating these bonuses, if you don't have, let me shrink this up a little bit. One of the things is you see there's a value in here. Make sure you're adding this. This actually goes a long way for people for showing them the value of what's included. So like this is one of the PLRs that we were looking at yesterday. And so like with this, you want to make sure that you've got everything included in there. Or you're showing the value of it, because this is actually going to play into our sales tactic once we get down here to the pricing. So you always want to make sure that, especially for like this, you want to make sure that you've got that there. The other thing is inside of this section, you can see we've got these columns that have background images. So instead of it being the full section, this is actually just inside of this column here. So if you want to change images, you would click on the pink section, basically pink purplish section, and come down and then just select your image from there, and it will upload it as the background. And you can see with this one, with this image, we've also got it, like I've got this set to half fade, so the Black Friday images show up back there, but you may want to change that up to just fit what you need to do. Is if you don't like those images back there, you can see you can just take out the images. If you want, you can like change the background colors, whatever you want to do. It's your sale. We're just here trying to make it easy for you. All right. There we go. All right, and let's hop back over to our other bonuses here. So free brand and content marketing course. Delete that. Value. Now, when it comes to value, I can't tell you exactly the value of all your bonuses. These are going to be based off of what you choose and your bonuses. So I don't really have much information for you on that, but we're just going to copy and paste this in here. And for right now, I'm just going to say it's 149 just because I don't have anything else. Now, one thing I will, this is something else I'm going to recommend to you. As you're putting in content here, you can see that like this is 2 lines, this is 1 line. Again, spacing is everything for me. So like with this, I'm just gonna hit enter and have it add to another line. that way we can create just this uniform feeling and look across all of the content. Because if you don't, and people look at it, sometimes they get so distracted that they don't pay attention to, they don't even see what they're doing, or they can get distracted by stuff like that, not being symmetrical. And I know it's weird, I know it's nitpicky, but it is what it is. Just is how it works. All right, so now we say, okay, 199, 149. Let's just call this 199, so that way. And again, Suzette, I know you asked which ones to put. I did put you could tell I put the biggest one first and then worked it backwards from there. And let's just check our buttons, make sure this is doing. Scroll to element pricing. Yep. Schedule consultation, open pop-up. Nope. This one, we're going to have it go to step consultation, and we're done. Next is your testimonials. If you've already got testimonials on your website, just come in here and copy and paste those. Really simple. If you don't, have ChatGPT make you some. But you didn't hear that from me. I mean, your testimonials should always be there. No, seriously. If you're brand new, focus on getting reviews and testimonials. This is going to go so far for you, and helping you out, making sure that you got what you need. But just come in here and copy and paste it. If you have images of the clients, that helps a ton. I love having images of clients with their testimonials. Really just gives a good feel and makes it work. So that section, very straightforward. Nothing that you have to do on that. And the beauty of it is, so if you look at these sections so far, like this one's green, this one's green, this one's green. We get down here to the testimonials. You see this one's purple. Purple. This is your global section. And so, like, if you have a section that you build that you know you're going to use it on multiple pages, if you click the little save button over here, we're just going to call this testimonials. And then you can either add it as a template or a global section. A template means that it's going to download it just as it is. You could change it, you could tweak it and do whatever. A global section means that entire section is going to be the same wherever that section is added. So for this one, this is a global section. And so like as where this is showing up under like the consultation, when you make your changes in here, it's also going to change it there. What's the name of the site for testimonial faces that you suggested the other day? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if I have one for the faces, but like male headshot. See if we have any in here. So you can see there's some of them under like Unsplash, Pixabay. So like there are ones that you can add in here from inside of here. One of the free ones, and I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday, but there is it is Pixabay. Yeah, you don't even need to see that. You've already got that programmed in here. Pixabay has always kind of been my go-to with these. Now, when you're looking at images like this, these are not going to be automatically circled. You may need to do a little bit of programming for that, a little bit of graphic design inside of Canva. And let me just show you how to do that real quick. So, and if you guys, and here is a 101 hack that will save you a massive amount of time, massive amount of money. If you ever need good images, Canva's actually got some really good ones. So what we're going to do is we're just going to create a 100 by 100 pixel box here. Now, under your elements, they've got frames. So we're going to call this a frame. And you can see here, just gives us this nice little circle frame. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go back to elements, and we can put male headshot. And then it's going to give you the ability to search through graphics or photos. Like this one, we want to do photos. So let's get this beefcake. And you can see that it's a little off there. So if you double click in there, it'll let you center align it. And then from here, all you have to do is stretch this to match right there. And then share. And we're going to hit download. Now, one quick, so what you want to do is when you go here, you do want to make sure if this is like this one, we do need it as a transparent background, meaning that it's going to take it's going to take all these white edges out of there, and this is going to be transparent. And all you have to do is hit download, and then it will automatically download it for you. And then you've got it free to upload and do what you want. Oh, it's only got one image in there. This is the thing about Canva, though. They don't like you just using their images. You do have to put something else in there. So you didn't hear this from me, but what I've done, I mean, what I've heard other people have done is like they may grab their logo and then let's see, where did it go? Where is my brand settings? Here it is, up here. All right, so I'm just going to grab my little logo here. Okay, and then from here, we are going to go layer, and we're going to send backwards. So now we're going to come back here, make it transparent, and download. And that's going to do it. You didn't hear that from me, though. I mean, I don't know how you figured out how to hack Canva like that, but it's a good job. But that's how it, like, if you have different images, or if like a client sends you an image and you want to tweak it, really simple and easy to do just like that. Let's do this while we're here. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger so you can use this wherever you want. And I'm going to share this with you. That's fine. And profile pic, circle. Okay. All right. There you go. So if you guys need a Canva template for your images, there you go. All right, back down here. Next, we are in our scarcity offer headline, and our image in the background did not show up from Pixabay. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you this little hack here. I don't even know if it's a little hack, but so we're in Pixabay. We're going to type sale because that's what it's supposed to be. That's how I found it. Okay. So what I did is I grabbed this one. And if you double click, it's automatically going to pull in the URL from Pixabay. But what I found is that if you come over here to import to media library, this makes it a little more solid, meaning that it's kind of hard coded into your site because it is showing up under here. So now you can see that background. And the reason background red sale there with the red background over it, I think it's a really subtle way of bringing things out. But now we are going to go to AI, and we're going to come back here. And we're going to paste our content. Oh no. I think that's the wrong content. It is. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so we need to fix this real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Scarcity content. All right, we're going to paste that. For our landing page. All right, we're not going to create a section. We're going to create a call to action section for our land page. We will be using scarcity tactics for conversions. Create a headline. What else do we need? Headline, description, and what else do we need? That's it. For the, all right. Act now, limited time offer. But wait, there's more. All right, copy, paste. You see, like once you get the AI dialed in, this is really the key. Is getting when you can get your AI dialed in. It really makes everything fly fast. So you can see now. I had talked to you guys. We had talked about this yesterday. Is having different scarcity offers in here, meaning that like if you want to make it where you only want to advertise that you're selling a certain number of availability or options, this is a great place to do that. And then I think this just helps people to know that it's not like they can just come back anytime, and it helps with that. Next, this is okay. So and then from there, our button's going to take them to pricing. Cool. And I messed up all of these. Sorry about that, guys. Send that to consultation. And then we did adjust this up at the top. So we're just gonna readjust this again because we want that to go to the Saturday there. All right. Okay, now Black Friday pricing. We're gonna copy this, come right back to ChatGPT. All righty. So this, here's the problem. Primary offer, I don't like what it put in there. We're gonna put $1,000 off. Just to say it's fundability. $1,000. Okay. And I'm trying to make these really short in one line, just because I want their focus to be over here. But all I'm doing is creating, like you can see, we're just creating short little snippets here. So ChatGPT cash machine, oops, comprehensive guide for leveraging. Cool. We're gonna add that. Free brand and content marketing course. Right, cool. We're gonna take free out of that. I don't like that it's 2 lines, but I'm also not going to be picky about that. Okay. And discounts on business setup. And remember, guys, these are ones that I just made up yesterday. So like these should be your these should be for you. I'm just showing you what it looks like here. And we're just going to paste, add it in there, paste, delete. Cool. All right, so we got that part done. Pricing breakdown, original price, $29.97. So you can see original. So we're going to put fundability, original price, $29.97. And we put this at what, $199. Brand and content marketing course, $149. Shorten that up just for my OCD. Business setup. And what we call that, 99. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're actually going to strike through all of these, but I want to make them visible. So the reason that I like these here is that it shows your work. So if you're a math teacher, you understand. Thinking back to high school, teachers always like, show your work. I'm like, I don't need to. I understand it. All right, so this next section for total price, total combined value. I actually like that. Better. 34.24. Today, just what would that be? 1997. Now we have to do a little bit of math here. Wonder if it gave us this kind of price. Nope. All right, so we're gonna go 34.24 minus 1997, 14.27. Then it has buy now. Now this buy now is going to open up the pop-up. This is going to bring us to an important point in website and funnel building. What do the pop-ups do? How do you use them? So up here at your top bar, you're going to see pop-up settings. This is what's going to pull it up here. If you click on the blue pop-up settings, that's going to pull up your customization information over here. Very straightforward, nothing really weird. The one thing to be careful of is that down here at the very bottom, you'll see show pop-up on. This will be like if you put delay, it would make it where you can set how many seconds. I think it goes up to 60 seconds. You can have it display on exit, which means that when their mouse goes above up above the page where the browser starts, it will pull up the pop-up. It's called exit intent is what that's for, and then none. For this one, we don't want this to pop up. But what will happen is so here's kind of a breaking point that we need to look at. If you want to regain my thoughts. Okay. It's currently set up with this form to get people into your wait list, but you will need to come in and when Black Friday gets going, this is when you would want to come in and actually put your order form in here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to leave this here for now, but I'm going to show you how to do this because this is actually very easy. It's not anything you need to be worried about. So we're going to change the content up here just to get started because need to. From there, I just deleted the form, and then we're going to hit the plus. There's a couple ways you can do this. You can hit the plus here and it'll pull up, or you can just hit the plus up here and it will basically do the same thing. For this one, I find it works better if you hit the plus over there. All right, so we're going to be looking at our elements. And if we scroll all the way to the bottom, you're going to see order elements. Your order elements are going to be 3 options. You're going to have a 2-step order form, a 1-step order form, or an order confirmation. The 2-step order is what I recommend. And from here, you can see it's asking now for their company name, full name, email address, phone number, shipping. Again, over here on the right, this is going to be our customization bar. So this is where we're going to be able to really tell it what we want to do and how it all works. Now, on this front one, a couple things that you want to look at. Your button color is here. So if you want to change your button color to match everything else, you will do that there. Button text color is what it is. Button size, extra small, opposed to extra large. Styles. Now, one thing that I'm a little bit mad about, but they've actually got the ability with button styles. It says gradient, but I've never been able to get it to actually work. I don't know. Maybe we'll play with that later. That'd be a good thing to play with later. But the last thing that you want to look at down here is sale action. And what this is going to do is after they make they purchase, what's going to happen? So from here, we're going to hit select a step, and then we're going to take them to our order confirm page. Now, this is about to go into some crazy areas pretty quick. So sorry, I'm thinking. I'm thinking because I need a break here for about 5 minutes, but I don't want to jump into. I don't want to. The rest of the stuff's really easy. Like, you guys can figure this out from here, right? With the FAQs, all that. It's your call to action headlines. This is the same thing we've done for the rest of it. So I'm not really all. You guys will be fine with that. You guys will get that down. I'm not worried about you there. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. I need about a 5-minute break. I need to let my vocal cords rest for a little bit. I need to get some water and just kind of stretch a little bit. This is going to go longer than 2 hours. I can already tell you that. Like, I've already kind of planned for it being about a 2.5 to 3 hour session, because there's just a lot into this while on this side, but that's okay. Give me about 5 minutes. I'm going to take a break and I'm going to be right back. I'm going to turn on some nice little hold music for you while we wait. How about some chill hip hop? That sounds like a plan. Okay, and I'll be back in just a minute. Appreciate you guys. Hey guys, I'm back. Thank you for your patience. I need a little bit of break there. I was getting yeah. So uh, all right, I am back. We are going to jump into the second half here. We are almost done with all the stuff that we're building on, all the stuff that we're building out for. So we've gone through how to edit your landing page, how to come up with content for it. Here's what we're working on: the dreaded order form. Now, your order forms, this is how you make your money. This is the money maker right here. So we want to take a little bit of time and get this and really get this nailed down right. Make sure that you guys have exactly what you need on it, and that it's all set up and you guys are happy with this here, or the setup and doing what it needs to do. All right, let's see what we're going. Okay, so the first thing we've already looked at the first part. Extra large. We've got this going. We set it to the confirm phase. Now, before we jumped into the advanced, because the advanced in your forms is really advanced and goes really deep, really quick. Before we do that, the first thing that we're going to do is we want to make sure that our products are connected to our forms. So the way that the system works is, if you go into payments, you can say I don't have a payment gateway here, but we're going to go into products, and we're just going to create a product right out. We're just going to create a product. So we're going to call this one Keith's business stuff. And then this is description of Keith's business stuff. Media. So up at the top here, you can see you can include this in an online store. This is actually a store setting that's inside of the system. That works incredibly well for e-commerce. So if you have e-commerce stuff, you would definitely want to click that on. But if you're just selling this through a form, you don't need that in there. Media, this is just going to basically be like a button or like an icon, something like that can show in there. Enable product label if you want to have visible duration. I'm not worried about all that. We're gonna keep this really simple. Down here under your prices, this is where you put like a one-time price. So we'll say this $29.97. Additional options if you want a price description. The other thing you can do is you can create another price where you can go payment options. And I know a lot of you guys have seen me go through this. We're going to set this up as recurring. Now, with your payment options, the way this works is it starts with the setup fee. So we're going to say $9.97 setup fee, and we're going to do $2.97 a month. So your setup fee goes down here. Your setup fee is charged separately from your actual amount. Now, if we just ran it like this right now, it would charge the $9.97 and the $2.97 at the exact same time. So what would that be? $11.94, I think, something like that. $12.94 maybe. But it would combine those, and it would charge them all at one time. But this trial period right here is what separates the setup fee from the amount. So for this, we're going to put 30 days, meaning that when they click order, it's going to charge the setup fee right out of the gate. Then it's going to wait 30 days. Then it's going to charge $2.97. And then the other option you have is, like, if this isn't just an ongoing recurring purchase, if like it's a limited thing, it'd be number of payments. So we're just going to put 10 payments. So basically, I'm charging them $1,000 to finance them. Then you click save, and your product's already set up. So that's our primary product that we're going to have. But I want to show you. What this looks like for our bonus products as well. And for this, you're actually not going to need a bonus product because all your bonuses are included in here. But what I want to show you, with this is I want to show you like what bump offers look like, what upsells look like. I want to just dive into like some of the cool stuff that can happen with this. So we're gonna make this one-time purchase. This is $199 is what we've been saying. So that's good enough. And we really only need one of them in here because of what we're doing. Okay. And I know most of you guys should already have your products set up, but if there's additional products, things that you're offering in here, this is how you're going to do that. So if you've got a second service and you want to charge it right through your Profit Lifter account, you can do that here and make your accountant go crazy and just transfer money back and forth between the businesses, however you want to do that. But this is where you would add that in. Now that we have our products set up, the next thing that we need to do is we need to connect the products with the form. So to connect the products with the form inside of a funnel, you get into your funnel. We're not actually going to be in the page. We're going to be in the funnel setup. And from here, we're gonna find our page. So this is going to be our Black Friday landing page. And from here, we're going to click products right over here on the right. And you can see there's no products here. And when I'm done with this, it's not going to work because I don't have an account, a merchant account tied to this one. But here we're going to pick our products. So our first one is Keith's Business Stuff. We're just going to do the full payment option. Product name. Now this is where you can come in and we can call it like our Fundability Black Friday promo. You can rename it to be whatever you want. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the name of the product. We can put that in here. And then if you want to change the pricing, that's where you can, this is where you could do that. The other thing, I know this is going to be coming up and I have a sneaky feeling Suzette's going to ask it here in a minute. But I am going to show you how to program in your discount codes as well and promo codes. Now, next we have additional options. So with this additional options, you can, this product, we're going to be able to define whether it's your main product. You can set if there's multiple quantities that can be purchased. You can set your maximum. So like, let's say I only want to sell 100 of these at a time, however you want that. But we're going to say, no, we're going to do, we're just going to do one and we're going to leave it there. So this is going to be our primary, product that is going to be tied to the form. Now we're going to create a bump offer. I know you, Suzette, I got you down. You had asked about it yesterday and I remembered that you had asked about it. So you just know that's coming up here in just a minute. All right. So the next one we're going to put in our ChatGPT cash machine price at $199. I'm not going to do anything for the override. Now we are going to come down to additional options though. And instead of this being a main product that they have to choose one or another, we're going to turn this into a bump product. And we're just going to hit save. And it's that simple. Now you can see the red question mark is because I don't have a payment form there. Now, if I come over here, this isn't actually going to pull everything in because this page is already live and rolling. So one thing to know is like if you have your website, if you have your funnel builder, your page builder pulled up and you make a change like I just did in the back, you are going to have to save and refresh the page in order for it to work. So we're going to do exactly that. We're just going to come back here. We're going to refresh. We saved it. We're going to refresh our page. And we're going to come back to our pop-up settings. And we're going to come back to advanced. Nope. Okay. Now, you notice how I hit advanced and it doesn't show us everything. I'm actually under the pop-up settings. You need to make sure that you click on the form and then go to advanced. Now, step one, now under your form options over here on the right, you've got step 1 and step 2. Step 1 is going to be the first page on the 2-step form. So like if you're selling to consumers directly, it's not a business, you would go hide company name, because you don't need to know their company. They don't have a company. This is Keith's business stuff, so we are going to do that. We are going to do full name validation, email, show phone number. Yep, we do want their phone number. Enable country picker is so when they select their country, they'll be able to come down there and just slide and get it. So this next one shows shipping. One thing that I want to show you on this is that up here, and I should have covered this from the top, but that's all right. Shipping, you can change this to be about you. You can change this to be whatever you want it to be. Tell us about yourself. Whatever you want to put there, it's ready to go. And then all the other stuff that we had talked about. Now, down here under shipping, this would be your shipping address, or you can, like, I'm just going to put, I'm just going to change this from shipping to address. That way they just know that it's address, because we're not shipping them everything. Everything's digital. So nothing to ship there. Next, you've got the button. You can have it say go to step 2, or you can say like confirm order. Basically, whatever you would like to put there you'll have that ability to do that. There we go. And then it's got subtext if you want to add something under here as well. That's up to you. Footer text is says we respect your privacy and information. You can change that to be whatever you want it to be. Now let's hop down here to our main product options. So with our product options, we have the ability to enable cart mode. And I feel like I want to look at this on the second step. You see that it left all this stuff down here the same, but so step 2 is going to be step 2 headline, your info, and we're just going to change this to payment, and we're going to say, we're just going to call this checkout. Enter information. Back to shipping, edit shipping details, and we're going to put back to personal information. Cool. Select item. This is select item text. This would be like if you could say like select your program, select your service, or whatever you want to call that. Price is what it is. You can change that. Summary with that. This is going to be your order summary down here. You can change that to match amount. Let's put total over here. I like total better than amount. Button is complete order. And then all the rest of it is basically dynamic, meaning that it's going to pull in all the product information that we have put on there and have everything that way. Enable postal code and country. This is only applicable for NMI and authorized.net. So if you're using Stripe, you don't need to worry about that. Now, down here under the main product options, we're gonna you can enable cart mode where they can put it in a cart. Product description, pricing information. That's cool. And now this is where the bump order comes in. So we are going to enable bump order. Hold on just a second. I'm going to move my picture on the. Oh, I don't know if it'll let me. It's not going to let me do that. I'm going to take my picture off here for a minute. Okay, so for the enable bump order, you see now it has add bump product. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add our product, and then it's going to be a headline. So with your promo, if you that instead of doing something free, if you're going to offer other discounts, you could go 100. You could say $100 off Chat GPT. I'm having a hard time typing today. Sorry about that. Cash machine. Next is going to have a one-time offer headline. This one time, and we're just going to put this in here. Black Friday special. Now, one thing that's a little bit weird about this is this headline and this text will run together. So little hack, just put in a space before it and it will work. So get $100 off a, I'm tired of typing that because I struggled with it last time. Chat GPT cash machine only for Black Friday. Now, if you want to have an image in here, you can grab an image. We're just going to grab one real quick. Star, sure, why not? The next button under this is going to be enabled by default. And so this will automatically click it, but we're just going to click save real quick so you can see what it looks like. So now under the program, you see it's flashing, it's pointing, it's right there, it looks good. Black Friday special, get $100 off. I'm not a fan. I'm really not a fan of the images on here. So like for this one, I would take that off. Like if you get big images, it really takes away from it. But the beauty is, like, as you have this in here, you could have a list of these where people can come through and select it. Now that way, when they check out, it's going to automatically place the order for that as well. So like if you're running an additional service, something like that, this is where you would be able to have that in there. Cool. Easy enough, right? Nothing super complex. It's just knowing where it is. Like once you know where it is, the whole thing is pretty intuitive as you get in there. Next, under step 2, you're going to have enable terms and conditions. And this is where they're going to have to check the box to I agree to the terms and conditions. If you have a merchant account, this is where you can say they agreed to the terms and conditions. They were required to check the box. When you open this up, it is not going to automatically have your terms and conditions in here. You will need to come in and grab your terms and conditions. If you don't know where they're at, we try to put these into your account, and it would be under your website. I don't think I have one pulled up. Let me pull up an example for you so I can show you where that is. But while that's loading, we are going to have this open in a new link, and I always just include a no follow and hyperlink. This one I'm not really concerned about if we can see it or not, because it is what it is. Okay, so we've got our staging. So we're going to hop over here to sites. We're going to look at websites. So if we look at this one, you will see there is, you've got terms of use, privacy policy, and terms and conditions. If you want to see this, just preview the link. Nope, we don't want to preview that link. Oh, that's right. This one doesn't have a URL. But this is where, like, when your domain's attached to it, it will automatically pull it up with the domain there. Actually, it might be /terms and -conditions. There it goes. And so from there, all you would do is just grab your terms and conditions and paste them right there. Click save. Now they have agreed to your terms and conditions. Now you are compliant. Everything's good. Last couple things down here. One, sticky contact. Sticky contact is amazing. The reason sticky contact is amazing, what sticky contact does is the sticky contact, let's see if this will show me. The sticky contact is going to make it that any contact that's already inside a Profit Lifter, it's going to pull their information into the form. So that way, like if they've already paid for something, pulls in. It'll pull in their name, their email address, their phone number, all that stuff. It's going to automatically pull that in. And I love this because it makes the checkout process so much faster and more efficient because you've got their information and it popping up. The less somebody has to click, the less they have to maneuver around a checkout form, the more likely they are going to be to check out. This next one is a new contact on every purchase. Now, naturally, anytime a purchase is made, it's going to automatically create that new contact for you. But if for some reason, if you want to have a new contact in there at any time, all you have to do is come in here and click that. I don't like doing that. I don't find it. I don't think it's a really clean way to do it. The other thing you can do is validate a disposable email. This will actually make it so that if somebody's using a disposable email or a fake email, it's going to validate that. This will help you from not having fraudulent chargebacks or anything like that. So that's a helpful button. And that's really it on the checkout forms. So once you're done, all you have to do is save. This is one other thing that we need to go over here. And so we're going to preview this. I'm going to let you see what this looks like. So we're going to come down here, act now. Nope. Buy now. And you can see test dummy, test at test.com, 555, full address, 123 Main, Kansas City, country, URSTU, United States, state, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to go to step 2. And this is what it looks like. You see that it's got select your program, Black Friday, Fundability Black Friday promo, description of keeps business stuff. That's the description we put in there, the quantity, the price. And then if they want this, they click that here. And you see it adds it down there for $1.99. All right. Got a question. Does the sticky apply even on emails or sessions of some sort outside of the actual sales and not only on sales? Yes, the sticky contact is available on any form. It doesn't. There are no forms in emails because a form has to be tied to a static page of some sort. So there are no forms in a website. That's what your custom fields are when you're programming that, and we'll get into that in the emails here in just a minute. But yeah, that's it applies. You can set up the sticky contacts on any forms. All right, next, I promised Suzette we would talk about coupon codes. So let's hop back over to our account here, and we are going to go to payments. Under payments, you will see up here at the top it says coupons. And with this, coupons, I think, are a great way to make it so that you I think it's a great way to track and to make it so that you don't have to go in and grab and buy or create another product. So we're going to call this one Black Friday. Enter coupon code. We're going to go. We're just going to call it Black Friday. Coupon code. We're going to do a fixed coupon code and discount offer. We're going to do $1,000. And we're going to set our dates on this to be from Black Friday, start time, midnight. Yeah, that's right. End date, we are setting this for a week from then. And we're going to put that one for midnight at 12 p.m. Now, when you're creating your coupons, these are one of the easiest things to make, and I love the coupons in here. You can limit the total number of times the coupon can be redeemed. So this is where if you go, hey, there's only 20 available, you can legitimately make it 20 that are only available if you only want to offer discounts for that. You can limit the coupon to selected products and services, meaning that you can go, look, I'm only going to give you this discount if you're doing Keith's stuff. And then you can limit it to 1 per customer. And you can also apply to recurring payment in the future if it's applicable. So we're just going to leave it here. And remember, when we created this form, we only put in the full price amount. So now what's going to happen is we're just going to hit create. We're going to hit apply. Oh, coupon code is not. Let's try it one more time with feeling. Sticky contact for the win. Look at this. All that stuff that I filled in before is right there. All I have to do is go to step 2, and it brings me right back here. So now we're going to enter our promo code. Hit apply. Where is it? Oh, you see, it's scheduled. That's why it's not doing that. I was like, why is this not working? It's because we have it scheduled. So we're just gonna bump this to today, just so you can see it in action. It's like, why is this not working? Now, there we go. Now it's green. It says coupon code applied, Black Friday. And you can see as it marks out the $29.97, puts it for $19.97. Beautiful. Then they agree to terms and conditions. And then down here is going to have all their checkout, all the checkout and everything that's included with that. The other thing we need to do, though, is we did not. Sorry, I'm thinking here. I'm trying to remember. So we're going to go look at our products here real quick on this. And we are going to edit this. Okay. So for this one, and this is why I was trying to avoid this before. If we put the price override in here, it's still gonna calculate the same price, but we don't want to do that. So what we're gonna do for our second product, now, if you need to create an additional product for this, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into the product that's already created. We're gonna go to pricing. Price is down here. We're going to add another price, and we're going to call it, oh, that's right. Copy the name. And we're going to call this one Black Friday. And this one, we're just going to put for 99. Normally normally 199. We're just going to put it for 99. So now, instead of having a bunch of different products, you've got one product, a lot of different prices. Just a nice, clean way of keeping it organized, so that way you can add your products and makes it easier to manage, especially if you're dealing with like an e-commerce shop, something like that. So from here, we're going to edit it, and under price, we're just going to come down here. We're going to grab the Black Friday one and save. Now, one thing I want you to see, and one thing I want you to notice here on this, get that pulled back up. Click our Buy Now, go to step 2. So I want you to notice that they can actually come through and just buy this if they want to, which I'm okay with that. Like it makes sense to me. But you can see down here, GPT cash machine, $99, not $199. We're going to add our coupon code just to make sure that everything's working, looks good. It's green. There you go. So now for $2,096, they get everything. They get all that's included. So that's how you want to structure that if you've got additional products. If you are just giving this away for free, like there's a couple ways that you could do this that I think would look really good. One would be like as you're as you are building this, you can create it where it's actually a free product. Oh, that's right. It's in our pop-up setting. You can create this as it's a free product. And then from there, you could put all of your different bump orders in there and then have it selected automatically. And then from there, you could just put free, 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 free. And I think that's a great way to show people all the value, all the free stuff that you're doing inside of there, which I think would has a lot of great impact on that as well. All right. So we have our home page done. I'm gonna run through the rest of these pages here. And man, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to, but that's all right. We're getting through. This same thing, consultation. I did not put our prompt command in there. Sorry, guys, missed that one. Basically, so for this one, we're going to create, we call this our consultation page. All right, create content for a consultation page, include headline, description, and recap the Black Friday sale discounts and promotions. See if there's anything else we need on that. Yep, primary, bonus 1, bonus 2. Okay. Where is it? Okay. Promotions as a bullet point list. All right. Let's grab our content. Let's just make sure it works. You can see it all right there. So from here, we would just simply copy, paste, put everything over in here. So like you can see this one has it right there. I don't know why it bolded that. It's all right. And then, yeah, you know how to do it from there. Okay, but this is the next thing that I want to show you. Next, you'll see there's this blank spot. It says you do not have any calendars. All you got to do is click right here. This is how you program calendars into your landing pages. Very simple. All you do is come over here to calendar config and select the calendar. If you have not set up your calendar, if it is not working, it is going to give you a 404. If it is live, everything's working, it's just going to populate. It's just going to pull it up right there. And then from there, it's going to give you your button action where you can either use the action from the calendars. You can go to a specific website URL, or you can go to next step. For this one, we are just going to go to next step because I've got that. I've got the next step programmed in there for that. And then hit save, and you are done. Again, this is a global section. So anything that you change in here is going to automatically change on this page. And these are global. This is a global section over here as well. So as you can see, pretty straightforward to the point. Next is going to be your thank you page. And this is really just that simple. Now, on your thank you page, for those of you guys who have demo videos, so those of you guys that show like software, things like that, I would highly recommend that you put a video in here. And the reason is because if somebody schedules an appointment with you, they're very serious about talking with you and figuring out what's going on and getting going. If you provide a video, it's going to let you bypass a lot of the organic conversation and really just move it into the overcoming their objections and starting to work on it and starting to take care of things from there. So highly recommend that. And then this just kicks them back to your website. So if they want to look around, build some credibility with them, it will do that with them there. So nice and easy. Last page we're going to look at is the order confirm. This is going to be after they go through the checkout. Thanks for your order. This is going to dynamically populate in everything that they ordered, pull in their information, their address, check your email for next steps. In the meantime, if you have any further questions, call us, and then go to website. And then all your automations that are already built for your checkout process will take over from there and start working and make everything happen. Okay. Funnel build out. That's it. Like it seems like it took forever. I explained a lot, but you can imagine that what we just did right there, that would have taken you probably about 30 minutes to put all that together if you've got your plan in order and you've got everything there. No time at all to get that set up. So if you have any questions about that, throw it in there. Let me know. Throw it in the chat. Let me know. But so far, it looks like everybody's been following along quite nicely. You guys are all awesome for that. Yeah, it's all good. So next we're actually just going to go into automations, because automations, this is going to cover all your email campaigns. This is going to cover building out all the emails and all of the marketing, everything here. And this is going to be what customizes your process. So this one, this is probably going to take another good 30, 40 minutes, but actually I think we can streamline it from there. This really isn't going to take much time. So again, like we talked about at the beginning, it's going to start with, we're going to start at the top with your Black Friday marketing list. This is your trigger. And the reason that I set this up as a tag is because I want to make it so that you can pull up your list. You can go under contacts. You see, we got test dummy in here twice. All you have to do is go right there. You hit add tag, and action name. We're going to say Black Friday promo. Select tags, and if you don't know, if you don't remember, you can scroll through it. But remember, Black Friday BF24. So from here, you would just tag it with BF24 outreach, hit add tags, and it's going to automatically trigger this sequence right here. Now, set event start time. This is when your event is going to start. So whether you're using this for a Black Friday sale that goes live at a specific date, if you're using it for like webinars, if you're using it for events that you're doing, this is where this all starts. And all you have to do, this is already programmed in for you. But if you ever want to look for it, just hit start. It'll pull it up right there. And from there, you just click that, and it'll pull up. And it's going to pull this up. Now with this, you can either tie it to a custom field. You can have a specific date or time, or you could just say it's going to be at a specific day. I wanted to do this at midnight because that's when the Black Friday sale starts, and just playing on all the people that are up late for Black Friday. Now, next thing we did is we put a time delay on this. So this is going to start 2 weeks out. The window, I'm going to have it, I'm having the emails send from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The reason that I set this from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., this is business. These are business owners. This is a business to business deal. So like as these emails start coming in, I set this for when they should be in their office and when they're normally watching emails. From here, we're going to have our email announce. We're going to have all of this stuff. Now, the way to edit this fast and easy is we are going to click edit. And this is going to pull up all of our stuff. You notice our logo doesn't pull up top there. That's okay. That's not really a big deal. It's already here. You can see my Black Friday offers. Now, when you're working your way down this, the first thing is when you click on the button, you can see your customization side is on the left, not the right. But this is going to be, so this is going to be your button text here. You can change your font if you want to, whatever you want to make that look like, big, small, bolded, italics, whatever, however you want to make that, however you want to customize that. Next is going to be actions. So you can either have it like download a file, you can have them call, text, other, but we're going to be sending them to a URL. Oh, there's two things I forgot to show you guys on this other one. I'm so sorry. We're going to go back here real quick. This is where you're going to type in your URL for your Black Friday sale. I did not show you how to set up your URL for your Black Friday sale, so we're going to fix that. But this one, we are going to use, where do I have it? I don't have it pulled up any longer. That's okay. We're going to call this blackfriday.profitlifter.com. Okay, close enough. And we're going to save this and we're going to come right back. But before we do, sorry, I forgot to, there were two things that I forgot to show you on the build out side. That's very, very important. The first one, we need to connect a domain name to send everybody to, or everything's just going to be dumb. It's not going to work well. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back to our funnel. And in this page right here, we're going to come up to settings. And settings is going to let us select our domain name. I don't have a domain name set up. So what do? Right under here, you'll see the domain for this funnel, add or edit domain names. Now, there's two different ways that you could do this. If you already have your primary domain set up, what I like let's say it was just profitlifter.com. I would just have it. Well, I don't know if I can connect it. Well, let's see. So you can either, yeah, it's going to take us back there. Let's go back real quick so I can show you. So you can either select your primary domain, and then it's going to be like, for us, it'd be like profitlifter.com/Black Friday-2024. Now, if you do this, this isn't going to necessarily, going to change. It's not going to affect like where your primary website is, any of that. But this will make it where it shows up as the same domain, or you can create a subdomain. So for this, I'm going to create a subdomain just because I like them. So we're going to call this ProfitLifter blackfriday.profitlifter.com. Now, with your setup, what we've done, what we try to do in every setup is set up a wildcard domain. So with that, it means that you don't have to go in and program everything. I went to add record manually instead of just continue. And then all we have to do is hit verify records, and it's automatically going to pull this in. The reason that I like doing these on subdomains is that I find that it just makes it a little more clean on your side. So that way, you're not accidentally overwriting, you're not accidentally like duplicating URLs, anything like that. And it makes it really easy to just, I always like putting my funnels on subdomains. But you can see here that it says, yay, your domain blackfriday.profitlifter is added successfully. So we're just going to come down here and add it to our Black Friday funnel and make sure it's going to the home page and proceed to finish. So now your domain name's connected, and it's really that easy. So now if we go to blackfriday.profitlifter.com, boom, look at there, Black Friday sale. There's our page. Woo, looks great. Hit buy now. Doesn't pull up our sticky contact. That's okay. All right, and then now we're going to go back. So that's how you connect your domain name, so that way, yes, you have an unlimited number of domains and subdomains. And if you want to be really crazy with this, you can come over here to marketing, and if you ever oh man, sorry, I lied to you guys. If you need a new domain, you could go to domains, and right up here at the top, you can actually purchase a domain right inside of ProfitLifter. And we keep the price cheap. I think it's cheaper than what you can get for GoDaddy on a yearly basis, because GoDaddy inflates their cost. So I think it's like $15 for it for a domain. So like if you want your own domain for anything, you can do that. But yes, you can have unlimited subdomains. Like that's definitely something we don't want to limit you on is your domains. No, sticky contacts do work on domains. What doesn't work for sticky contacts is when you go from a staging URL back to a regular one. That's so like programming it kind of types out the more or less. But when they show up on this new one, it should actually show up on there. I'm not exactly sure why it's not, but it happens sometimes. So yeah, I hope that answers the question for you there. The only other thing, the other thing that I told you, show you two things. This is actually going to be inside of the page builder again. It's our email. We'll go back to that here in just a second. Come on. All right. What I want to show you is this SEO metadata. So this little page up here at the top with the eyeglass, you're going to click this, and this is going to pull up on the left. And this is where you can change what happens when you share it on on social media, any place like that. Content is going to have your title that pulls up the description. And then down here under social image, like if you go to Facebook and you share an image, this is where that's going to pull up. It's going to pull up that image. So you can just come in here and load whatever you would like in here for that, and it will make it so that it shares that image with that. And then you have to update your SEO and descriptions there. Then now that we have a domain name attached, you do want to hit publish because if you only hit save while you have a domain connected, it's only going to save it inside of the builder. It doesn't actually push those changes to the actual live website. So you do want to hit publish with that, or it's not actually going to work. All right, let's go back. Sorry, I needed to show you guys that, or it was going to, that was going to bother me. So now we've got our URL. So we paste our URL into our buttons, and then same thing, guys. AI prompt command. Here we go. So now use the same one. No need to change it. There we go. Now, let me show you a trick. When you're using ChatGPT, one thing that we have programmed our chat now that let me show you some stuff. Let's show some stuff. Okay, when you are in your emails, because I don't think we've ever really done a training on the email template. So when you are in your emails, your top bar here is going to be your custom values. Suzette, you were asking about if you can populate in information. This is where you would your contact information, your contacts information. So contact is going to be for the contact record. User is going to be the person using it. So user, think of it like if you put user custom values in here, like if I put full name, it's going to say Keith Knapp right there. I'm not going to have the client's name. So that's going to be user. Appointment's going to have everything to do with if they schedule an appointment with you. Campaign is going to be like if they're in a campaign, the dates, all of that. Message body, I'm not worried about that. Account, this is tied to your account. So if you put account name, that's going to have for me, it would show Profit Lifter. For you, it's going to have your business name there. That's going to pull in all the information from your business records. And that's what all of this does. 90% of the stuff you do is going to be under contact though. So we're going to come in here and I'm going to grab contact. So I grab contact first name and it gives me this record here. And I'm going to show you this little hack on ChatGPT. We're going to go to where it says recipient name. This should always be this moving forward. Now, all we have to do is copy and paste the email in. So it's already got everything already programmed in there. So we're going to come in and we're going to start grabbing the content. And what we're going to do, I did not follow my instructions. Oh, okay. So we're going to come in here. We're just going to grab all this up the top here. We're going to paste that in there. Now, when you're working inside of your, when you're working inside of here, this bar up at the top, this is going to be where you're going to customize everything. So now, like, I want to make this left aligned and make sure that it matches. So we're just going to come in here, grab that. And then we're going to come back and have ChatGPT. Now, give me details on the sale products to add to the email. Start with, and it's going to do what it does. So now I've got a little bit of information, so I can come in here, whatever I want to name that, and we can just add that in here. And what I would recommend is maybe play around with how it looks. So like this one, I would probably actually do it more like this. 1997, $1,000 off. But you can see, and then just basically do the same thing for your bonus offers. And then down here, we've already got this programmed in, so it's going to pull in your location name, your phone number, your email address. Your logo will automatically populate in here. We have your custom value there, so there's nothing you need to do there. And then finally, for this, you can add all of your social media accounts. This is, I would copy and paste these in here and just grab your social media real quick, throw them in there if you want to have that. If not, you can just delete that entire section if you don't want to mess with that. All the rest of these should be programmed in. Everything else should be there to go. Then all you have to do is hit save and you're done. Mostly. Now, the other thing that you need to do is you will need to put the from name, from email address. So this is where I would come in, go account, from name, from email is going to be account. And we're going to put email. Question, where did you say you name your section to be able to put them in as is elsewhere? Oh, that's not actually naming those sections. Are you talking about, are you referring to the emails, or are you referring to the landing pages? If you're referring to the landing pages, that is actually the save button. You would save it either as a section or save it as a global section. Come on. So right up here at the top on the, okay, so here in the builder, it's up here. It's the save button on the top left. And then you would name the section, then you can add it to your templates or your global section. So let's just call this hero, and we'll add it to a global section just so you can see it. Then if you want to reuse it, you come up here, hit plus, and you'll go to global section, and you'll see hero right there. All you have to do is drag. It doesn't drag and drop it if you already have it in there, but that's how you would do it for your other pages with that. Let me show you what that looks like for the email. But the last part of the email is you do want to put your subject line. Emails and the page builders are not interchangeable. Also, any global sections that you put on a website or a funnel is not available on other websites or funnels. What I always do is if there's sections that I use like a header and a footer, I create a page and just import that page in so that I've got the same design. Little hack there. The last thing you need to do on your email is going to put your subject line in there. And that's it. That's how easy it is for your to put in, and make sure you hit save. One thing that little error here, it says hold on. Okay, that's weird. Huh. I'm getting a little error. It says my chat is not connecting right. So if I don't see your answer, if I don't see something, let me know. I'll try to keep an eye on it though. So sorry about that. I'm going to actually pull up YouTube now so I can take a look at it organically here. Okay. So I'm watching you guys over on YouTube now. Hey. Let me change this up real quick. That's my personal one. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I am seeing all the chats in here. Good. All right. So one thing I will warn you about is while you were in here working on this, if you click outside, it is not going to save your changes that you made. So make sure you click Save Action. So here, so make sure you save your actions. So like this, we went to account name, we went to account email. Hey guys, and obviously I would be pasting that from ChatGPT or writing it out myself. Then click Save Action, and now the rest of this section is rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Get in there, write your emails, use ChatGPT. The only big ones like this Thanksgiving, nice little happy Thanksgiving. Yay, look at there. Logo gives you prompt command, gives you little section. This isn't anything big. This is really just this is really going to be just saying, hey, happy Thanksgiving. By the way, Black Friday starts at midnight. Make sure to join. And then from there, then it's going to wait 6 hours. So we actually send our Black Friday as live at 6 a.m. instead of at midnight. If you want to adjust that, you are more than welcome to. That is completely up to you. But this is it looks the same, but it's a little bit different. But if you want to duplicate the other one, you could do that. But yeah, it's all in there. It's ready to go for you. All the rest of these are going to be just copy paste, and then using ChatGPT to come up with your emails, and then copying and pasting them. Really that simple, guys. It's not tricky at all. But those are all there. And let me just show you one more thing while we're in here. So once you get past the big ones, these other ones, these are actually really easy too. These are very light. There's not a lot of graphics behind these and not a lot of links. When you have a lot of high graphics in your emails, it's very sometimes they get blocked more than the other ones. So like these, we just leave white background, keep it really simple. Not a lot of extra buttons, not a lot of extra external links. Really have one link there, and one down here at the bottom for them to unsubscribe. And then all of your AI prompt commands are already included in here. So that way all you have to do is copy and paste them, throw them into ChatGPT. Kept it simple. Tried to eliminate all the guesswork for you guys in there. All right, so that's your Black Friday marketing. Next, let's talk about your Black Friday waiting list. So your Black Friday waiting list, we did create we do have a tag. This is going to be the BF24 wait list. I'm going to show you how you can manage this properly. Okay, so we're going to hop over to contacts real quick here. And I'm going to show you how to create a smart list. So we're going to click more filters. We're going to go to tag in our search bar up here. We're going to go to tags, and we're going to make this is. So we're going to go BF24 waitlist. So Black Friday 24 waitlist. And down here at the bottom, you'll see apply. It applies it and it pulls up the list. But down here again, I need to move my ugly mugshot. We're going to go as smart list. And so this one, we're going to call it BF24 waitlist because that's what we're using. Now, you see up at the top, you've got this list. All you have to do is, if you want to see all the people who registered for your wait list, you can do that here. But you could do this with everything. These smart lists are a great way to segment all of your clients, all of your leads, so you can know like really who's tied to what, where they go. All of that stuff would be right there. Use your smart list. It's a great way. There's a reason it's called a smart list because it's a smart way to manage your contact list. But to clean up all your automations, make sure that the Black Friday waiting list is doing what it needs to do. Click there. Next, you're going to go to your create opportunity, create or update opportunity. Currently, this is going into the pipeline we created for you, the Black Friday wait list. If you want to just have it go in your sales pipeline, just click sales pipeline and then select the stage that you want to start it at. And then if you want to update any of that information, you can click save. That's it. Email waitlist confirm. Same thing as our other emails, AI prompt commands in there. And good to go. Internal notification. Now, internal notification means it's going to send an email to you. This isn't going to be an email that's going to go to the actual contact record. This is just going to go straight to you. From here, you'll put it's already got all your information in there, but it's currently set to assigned user. With this one, I would go to particular user and then just select your name out of the list, and that will take care of it from there. And then if there's any additional information that you want in here, this is just a really quick, fast email just to notify you that somebody signed up for the waiting list. But that's where you would do that. Then it just removes it from the workflow. So not a lot that needs to be done in that wait list. That's the easy one. But that's the easy one. Next, we're going to look at the bonus delivery. I'm going to show you that here in just a second. All right. Remove from Black Friday promo. This is really simple. What this is doing is if they order from the Black Friday funnel, then we are going to add a tag that says BF24 order. That way you know that they ordered from Black Friday. And we are just going to remove them from the Black Friday marketing list. They don't need all those emails that they already bought from you. They're cool. Now, if you have a bunch of different products and you're marketing different products and they only buy one and you want to keep that up, just come up here and put that in draft. And that's all you have to do. And it's done. You don't need to worry about that from there. And that's all you have to do with that. The last thing that we are going to cover today is going to be your bonus delivery. Now, This is going to be very custom. So if you start doing this and you get stuck on questions, there are two places that you can ask us questions. The first place is going to be in the Black Friday channel in the communities. So if you go to your Black Friday Bootcamp, you can throw in your question right here. Our team is watching that. We will be more than happy to answer it for you. The other thing is in the Facebook group. If you are hanging out in the Facebook group, this is where you can just come in and just basically put a question right in here. Just ask your question. I've always got Facebook pulled up, so I'd be able to answer that and help you out with it. But as we get into this last little bit here, this is where things start getting more complex, and this is where we want to make sure that you've got that you're set up properly. Okay, yeah. So we're under our bonus delivery. Okay, so from here, we have this set up to wait a minute just because I want to give it a minute to wait. Next, it's going to send out an email, your Black Friday bonuses. This doesn't have anything. There's no template set up for this. This is going to be optional. Now, the way that you make this work. So let's take our Chat GPT. Man, I cannot type. Whatever that was called. Let's say you want to deliver that. To deliver a digital product, such as a download, anything like that, you're going to come back to your main screen, and we're going to go to media storage. From media storage, all you have to do is click upload, put the image, the file, whether it's PDF, whatever it is, you will click it right there. Add it in here. You're going to hit the three buttons, and you're going to click Get Link. Now, all you have to do is come right over here, add link, put your URL in there, text to display, and then action, just set that to new window. If not, it's going to open it in their email, and then they may miss the other stuff. So we're just going to open that in a new window. That is how easy it is to deliver a digital product. All you have to do is click it right there, send it to them, and it's done. Now, the other part where this gets tricky is like if you've got other services, you got other products, things that you want to try to figure out how to automate. From there, you're going to have to figure out what is your delivery method. Like, how do you get the information? How do you need to tell your other system that you've got a new client? There are a lot of different ways that you could do this. My favorite one is webhooks, because this is super easy, super clean, super easy. Basically, like you can come in, use a custom webhook, and let's say we don't want a custom webhook. And we're going to go to webhook, and from here you would paste in a webhook. Now, this is where Zapier comes in. If you've got, like, let's say you've got your Profit Lifter account, and then you've got a software, and let's say you're doing credit repair, and you want to just kick them over into your credit repair software. What we're going to do is we're going to create a Zap. Now, you are going to need the premium. You are going to need at least the pro version of Zapier to make this work. But we're just going to go over here to webhook, and we're going to trigger the event, meaning that it is going to wait for a new post, put, or get to a Zapier URL. So we're going to say it's going to catch the webhook, because we're going to be moving the webhook from Profit Lifter. So once this sequence is going, it's going to hit that webhook. When it hits that webhook, it's going to fire all that data over to here. So it's going to be capturing that webhook. We're going to hit continue, pick off a child. If you don't know what you're doing there, don't worry about it. It's not going to change anything if you don't put anything there. Now, when you go to test, it's going to give you your webhook. So all we have to do is hit copy. We're going to paste that right there, save action. And then from there, you would need to test. You would need to test your trigger to be able to make it go to the next section. So from here, we're going to hit save, and we're going to test the workflow, and we're going to do our test, and we're just going to hit run test. Now we do have a wait on here, meaning that if we watch what's happening, if we pull this up, it's going to show that it's in the waiting status. Now, if you're ever testing, or you ever want to, like if somebody's like, I gotta get this now, and there is a wait, you can click on the little person icon right there, right above this, and this is how you can see how many different people are in your funnel. But if you click this right here, click the name, and then if you hit the little running guy, it's actually going to automatically move them to past that sequence. It's going to send them an email, and it's going to hit the webhook. So now if we hit test trigger, it's going to pull it up. There's our test dummy. Look at there. And then hit continue with selected record. Now from there, Zapier is going to pull up and say, okay, where are we sending this next? What's our next step? In here, I can't tell you what software you're going to put in here. I can't tell you what feature you're going to use. You need to just kind of, this is going to be one that you're going to have a little bit of a learning curve on it. But you would be able to put it into wherever you want it to go. I don't even know. Oh, no. I don't remember if Credit Repair Cloud has this. There it is. So for example, Credit Repair Cloud, that's one. I actually know them. They're good people. Now you can actually, like you could see that you could create a client, create invoice, create lead, create affiliate, change lead, change client. But basically whatever software that you're connecting it to, now you've got the webhook going here. It's going into Zapier, and then you're connecting your other software here. So it's going to show up on your software on that side. It's not very difficult until you start like really getting into do complex automations. The trick to making automations work is keep it simple. If you can simplify everything, it really makes it just fit with what you're doing. So that's connecting things with Zapier. Now, I will leave this as an open invitation. Once you get into your bonus delivery, if you get stuck, throw it out into the Facebook group, throw it out in the community. Let us know. I'm happy to record you Loom videos and help you out through this online. It's got to be in the groups. I can't afford to have everybody just calling me and trying to take up my time. But if you do it, I'll create a Loom video for you, put it out there, and help you through those different platforms to be able to get what you need for it and make sure that you're taken care of. Whew, that was a lot. That was man, that we hit right at the 3-hour mark. So, but at this point, you're set up and ready to go. You are ready to start driving traffic, which we are going to do tomorrow. So make sure you're joining tomorrow. First thing tomorrow. This is going to be a big one. We've got our friends from Soul Marketing who are coming in to speak with us for almost an hour about creating your brand, creating your marketing content, tying everything in together. Then one of my besties, Brett, is going to be coming in and talking to you about the sales process, how to close clients for Black Friday, how to incorporate, how to tie everything in together. Really just a bunch of different tips, tricks, all that fun stuff. And so just so you guys know, I do have a special bonus for all of you guys. We are going to be offering going to be offering you guys a discount, free add-ons and free services for anybody who signs up for Profit Lifter. So if you need one of those bonuses, we will be rolling that out for you tomorrow as well. So that way you can include it in your Black Friday bonus if you want. Like, hey, look, sign up with Profit Lifter and we'll give you $200 launch assist. We've got several of those coming up. I'll go over that first thing with you guys tomorrow. But that's all I got for today, guys. Man, I'm worn out. My vocal cords are just rattling. Like, dude, you don't talk this much. You're an introvert. What are you doing? But I'm feeling good. Loving this event, guys. Having a lot of fun walking you guys through this. Hope you guys got a lot of value today. I know there's going to be questions from this, but that's what the groups are for, guys. That's what the Profit Lifter community, that's what the Facebook group is for. Get out there, have some fun with it. This is like, if this is your first time running a Black Friday, first one's always the worst one. It's not a big deal. Have fun with it though. Get out there and try it. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about content marketing, brand development, sales, and I'm going to be walking you through and helping you guys set up your first Black Friday ads and showing you how to use the AI ad platform to launch your ads for Black Friday. So that's all I got for today, guys. You guys are all awesome. Have an amazing day, and look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We'll see you later.